So after winning IEM, it was kind of unpreventable and inevitable that the teams that we play against the coming week will have a lot prepped for us, and it will be even harder than winning IEM itself.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
No, it doesn't.
He smokes in the garage.
Oh, it doesn't.
He does!
I do. That's why it always smells like cigarettes while we're doing interviews. He smokes right before the interview all the time.
He smokes right before the interview all the time.
I don't believe you.
I never did.
I don't believe you. I've never seen
He
him.
buys Marlboro every day.
Is this true?
Yeah!
Santor, is this true?
What?
Is this true?
Yes.
You guys are definitely trolling me. There's no way.
Oh my god.
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah!
Are you serious?
This game was so bad. Does Lust Boy smoke?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking.
Holy shit.
Everyone knows he smokes except you,
I
dude.
didn't know.
Why don't you pay attention to your teammates?
Yeah, he smokes every day, dude.
Wait, you didn't know that?
I didn't fucking know that.
Dude. You did like every single day we're at Worlds.
Marcos here.
Really?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You're fucking trolling, dude.
During breaks?
Holy shit.
During the breaks?
I didn't know. Oh my god.
Diarrhea.
Darius
doesn't pay attention to his teammates at all.
Yeah.
But dude!
Yeah.
Grab your math pants.
Really? Oh, yes, you can chill back there.
LOL Esports, and we'll see if we get any hashtag LCS big plays with some hyper-kinetic position reversers. As we get into the matchup, we are getting into game 3 of the day, and we'll see what they can do. It's going to be Team Solo Mid versus Gravity. All right.
Well, we got Zed, Lulu, Rek'Sai, so I think pick and bans went really well. The Urgot pick was a bit surprising, but we knew if he picked Zed, they would have a sort of a counter to it, and I guess that to them, that was Urgot.
He's pushing the turret. He's only got a few shots on it. Will Bjergsen go hard? He was walking right towards it. That's the hit. That's the shield. Position reverser as well.
Wrecked!
One more! One more! No! First block!
Keen, you had the advantage.
This Nunu, he gets popped up immediately. Lustboy and Santorin quite low. Gravity's getting the fight they want. Wild Turtle right into the middle of the fight. Once again, he gets popped. Dyrus is just...
Keen!
He's big, though. Dyrus is big, but it's going to be too many members of Gravity now to focus the fight. We wondered what would happen, Kobe. And they got the 4v5 they wanted, pushing out Lustboy to end the fight.
About 3,000 HP out of Dyrus. Oh, here's the engage, Santorin!
They're gonna lock it down. Remember, they got the minions in the mid lane. Bunny Fufu will get hit here. That death mark's gonna lock it down. Bjergsen in the back. The rocket finds its way through the entire team. Cobb nails that one with the eagle eye. They're finishing him off. That's gonna be TSM going down to their base. These super minions were already doing the job that Gravity was about to continue, and it's gonna be the Nexus going down. Gravity with a fantastic matchup versus Team Solo Mid off of Katowice. Come up with a win.
We lost versus Urgot. We lost versus Urgot.
We lost to Gravity because we didn't prep well enough, I think. Coming into this week, we didn't even have that much time to practice on the new patch. So it really hurt us in a way, because we had to travel for maybe 2 days total. We wasted 2 days total traveling, so it was pretty big for us. And when we got back, we weren't able to adapt to the power picks of this patch. So that's why we looked pretty shaky against Gravity.
No one fucking listened. I told you to take Dana, take Jinx, play more Zed games. 거기서 전나 고르면은, 전나 징크 고르면은 징크 아무도 못 건드려.
근데 딴 애들도 다 동의한 거니까 별로 어떻게 할 수 없는 것 같은데. AD 문제는 좀 있었어.
We needed more Z games. You guys don't split, and we fought in chokes.
They besieged.
What?
They besieged.
We
us.
lost that fight. That's the fight we shouldn't have lost.
Yeah, that's
and
the one we shouldn't even fight.
Yeah, I told you we needed more Z games because we don't split properly. But everyone was.
It's just
No,
because you said
we are
Sarah
just
team.
bad right now. We're bad at every comp.
Obviously, we felt pretty good coming out from that IEM win, but then again, we also realized that we had a lot of practice on the previous patch, not really the new patch, where there were a lot of changes. Like the meta just changed completely, and you could play champions like Urgot, and that wasn't really something we had studied because we had a lot less time to study that patch. The other teams had 2 weeks to figure out the patch, figure out the champions and everything they wanted to play, and we had about like 4 and 5 days, so we didn't have a lot of testing, and we came in playing exactly what we played at IEM, which made us predictable, and I think that's why Gravity beat us.
So we should practice the one we can win with.
Yeah, but it was the one that was the least likely to happen.
I don't think so. Not versus Gravity. And even if
I
it
think after we
happens,
banned Hecarim, it was really unlikely to happen. But we're so predictable in picks that they could prepare a full cheese comp just to play against us because they knew what we were gonna pick.
We could have picked something else, but we could have still won with the same picks.
okay, with our picks, we needed to not team fight, and then we didn't practice that enough with Zed comps. I told you let's practice more Zed comps, and then you guys were like, we're fine with Zed.
Then that's not the practicing thing, that's the mentality of when we play that comp.
I know that's what it is. The practice thing. We needed more practice on Zed because you guys constantly team fought with Zed when we didn't need to. I said I want more Zed games, but you guys said we're fine with Zed.
I feel like even if we played more Z games, we'd still like team fight and do retarded shit like that.
We should fix this. So we can
Yeah,
do
I
it.
know, but that's not going to be fixed through practicing. It needs to be talked about.
I mean, we
as a
talk
team.
about it, and then I say this is problematic, and then when I brought it up, everyone agreed we don't need more Zed games.
But we're not like sitting in the review and we're like, oh, here we should be split pushing and here we could be doing this in terms of split pushing. We're just
We were talking about split pushing and when we needed to and how we needed to trail, and then we needed to constantly work on
we
it.
were trailing.
I have like, I don't know if we should have given them the first dragon. It doesn't really matter, but
The
since we
first
did.
dragon I think that one was fine because we're behind in tempo
Okay.
from after getting the kills and going to
So here's my problem. The thing is, you guys were fucking Corky, right? And then I get sent to the Corky lane, and now he gets the free farm on my power spike where I just start beating Maokai. You guys could literally just stay in the Corky lane. Like they don't even have Triforce yet. You can literally, the tower is not even down yet, and you guys are swapping.
Yeah, we didn't.
You should not, unless it's like we're getting fucked or something. Unless you're getting fucked, you should stay in that lane until that third tower is pushed down.
Yeah, we could have done that too. That's just
And
basics,
then-
I guess.
Then it leads on to the next problem. So now on top of that, when we're 4-0 ahead and we're fed as fuck on a comp that we should have better late game in terms of split pushing, we now give them tower for tower for no reason when we're stronger.
We fought too early.
Yeah,
We didn't need to
yes,
fight at all. If we
yes.
maintained the lanes we had, we would have been fine. And
Yes.
we wouldn't have given a
But
second
even when
dragon
we were in the
either.
split pushing, we traded towers.
And then like
We don't want to trade towers. We
Well,
can.
we did. That's
Yes,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
We should have had low point trail Darius and use of Exile so we can hold that tower while pushing.
No,
the other.
don't swap at all. Don't swap
We
at
don't-
all.
we
Keep
don't
window
No, but when
top.
we reach split pushing, we're gonna reach it eventually.
But when we reach that point, yes, do it. But we did it way too early.
Basically, like we did it too early.
We
and,
can't even
and,
do the first
and,
step.
and we shouldn't trade, and we should do what you said.
Yeah.
They're both correct. It's just different times.
Hey guys, even if we mess up in team fights, there's always comeback potential. But because we're all AD,
Thing is,
there's very,
okay,
very little room to mess up.
It's been a constant problem with Zed where we team fight where we don't need to, and then I kept bringing it up, and I said,
Yes, that problem can be fixed. But the thing is that when we're playing against their comp, there's very little room to mess up. When you're scrimming and you're practicing, you want to allocate certain resources to certain comps so you can't be predictable and so you can play multiple comps. We obviously had a lot more problems than just playing Zed. We had very little comps that we can play. The problem with that game is that we got overconfident, we fought one bad team fight, and then it snowballed, and then we did a couple bad rotations. Usually, when we play against other comps, it's not nearly as punishing.
and our comp
Right now, we should not review when everyone is on their. When everyone is very up, we should talk at home.
Picking Zed was really obvious there, and we didn't have time to prepare against Gravity, and picking Olga was really good there actually. Olga is meta pick now.
So when we came back for IM and played our game in LCS against Gravity, we lost because it was mainly due to the fact that we took an full AD composition against like Urgot and some other really tanky frontliners that can build Frozen Heart and Form Mill.
we could have taken Lulu top instead of Mundo, and our conversation would be fine. So that was something that we should have taken instead. And then also, we were ahead early game by a lot, but then we decided to fight a really bad fight, and we got like 4-0, and that was like mainly why we lost the game, because they just outscaled us eventually.
Wow, Darius, we're gonna win tomorrow. You said we'll go 1-1.
I don't know, after watching that Dig game, we might.
Okay.
Did they play bad?
Yeah, Dig could have won so easily.
Well, I wasn't watching. I was also waiting for you guys.
COG was getting shit on, and then Corey JJ threw.
Corey JJ playing well. Dude, the bottom teams are coming up hot.
Yeah, coming out hot. That level 3 Hecker versus level 7 Scion. Coming out exploding.
Those votes up through the game. Both have played though, we'll just go with that.
Yep. Which one's louder? Pretty resounding TSM.
I think we're just used to hearing it, so we pick it out of the crowd easier.
That could be the case, yes.
Especially Sejuani, not the most fantastic early game turret dive, but they're going to be going for this Zion. Let's see if they can get him down.
The top pulls aggro. Zion's probably going to be taking a whole bunch of damage. Lost Boy's sitting there to hold all the damage, and first blood goes to Wild Turtle.
He's hoping to flash in. He goes.
That hook being missed. Slicing Maelstrom goes in. It's going to Lust Boy locked up as well as Santorin in the middle. But the back line of damage dealers is still able to do what they need to do. Wiping out Counter Logic Gaming now. Aframu is going to be the next. The rocket misses. Double Lift does have the quick silver sash, but it's already been used, and he can't cleanse the death. Double Lift, come on. He gets out alive. That was Aframu going down in the fray of the fight. Get a little excited, and TSM may actually give chase here. They're definitely going to go for the lanes. Wild Turtle will chase down to make sure it's death all around the map. He does eventually die. TSM, they're going for the base.
Turtle exploding some people, and hip goes down. Turtle happy to still stay alive. The rocket doesn't quite get him. Summoner heal means that Link no ulti can't chase, but there's Dublin. He finally gets one. Can he get any more? Maybe no. Turtle fires in. There's the flame. Dublin, can he do the damage? The hex from Dyrus makes Wild Turtle win the fight. 13-5. Down goes the Nexus turret.
It's almost not even fair because Wild Turtle's got two supports helping him out. Double Lift flash the flame, but you can't flash a polymorph, and he loses that duel to Wild Turtle, ending the game.
Almost the same thing from last game. Wild Turtle coming up big around the last fight, and Team Solo Mid will take down Counter Logic Gaming.
I don't remember any meaningful mid lane bans in there. Said, yep, here we go. I'm going to play Zed, Link, bring it, essentially. Crushes the guy in the lane. Bit of help from Lust Boy, sure. Standard TSM flair there, but Bjergsen creating all the pressure. Oddly enough, only 2, 1, and 3. Just
Really? How do I have the highest kill participation with this shit? I was in the fucking...
Yo, Monkey King.
Yo, come on, man. You can't be saying that.
Dude, we were like in pick and ban fucking. After we got back, we were discussing for 2 hours with pick and ban. We're like, we're gonna do this, and then I discussed another 2 hours with the analyst. We're gonna do this, and then we discussed 30 minutes of the entire time. Were we okay with this?
Now we got it. Now.
We're like 4 hours, 30 minutes into pick and ban. We're like, we're still gonna lose this pick and ban. We haven't prepped enough.
No, it's because the way they pick was also bad.
Yeah.
Real? Lost.
We were so worried about pick and ban.
Wait, did you really find out any rush games?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't think we felt too bad after the Gravity loss because we felt like they just had like the better preparation against us and they knew exactly what we were going to play. So against CLG, we were a bit more prepared. We were a bit more prepared for like some off-ball champions or some new strategy that we would come out with. But the game was definitely really hyped. I think it should have been just as hyped as the first one, even though it wasn't, since we both topped the standings and I think we were something like 21-21 like total ever TSM versus CLG. So it's a really hype match, and we managed to win. And we still played that same style, so we didn't really pull out anything different either.